And how much worth of product did they actually take?
Retail-wise, 8 to 9 million.
Unbelievable. So today we are at Luxury Jewels in Beverly Hills with my dear friend Peter Sedhi. Many of you, I'm sure, saw the horrendous robbery that took place here, and we've come to talk to Peter about it, see what happened exactly from the horse's mouth, and see what he's done about it. So, Peter,
Michael,
good to see you safe and well, which is the most important thing.
Thank you.
You went through a horrendous.
It really was. I hope no one else has to go through that.
Tell us what happened.
Beverly Hills, middle of the day, it was actually I think 1:30, 1:45. I was sitting in my office and I heard what I thought was gunshots. Because the type of window we have was 12 tempered, it wasn't easy to break. And it was one after another. Even the neighbors upstairs who have offices thought it was gunshots. Everyone did. So I was in my office. I yelled, "Everyone get on the floor." I hit the panic button, grabbed my gun. I got on the floor. I was like this, and Cindy's like, "Peter, shoot them, shoot them, shoot them." I'm like, "Cindy, just stay on the floor, stay on the floor." So as soon as it stopped, I got up, went and checked on Cindy and Phoenix, make sure they're okay. I still didn't know what was going on. I came out with my gun and I saw one of them hightailing around the corner. Then I see my window is all broken and there's like glass dripping down. Some of the jewelry was still dripping down. I'm like, there was 12, 13 people already with their iPhone cameras and their cameras videotaping.
Yeah, it went global, didn't it? I mean,
within minutes, I was getting texts. Within minutes,
unbelievable.
I had one of the funny. So it got picked up internationally. I got calls from India, even Ukraine, Russia, name it. One of my friends that lives in Beverly Hills was actually in India. He woke up and saw me on the news there. He thought he was dreaming. He's like, "Imagine being in India. You put on the news."
Unbelievable, right? Well, it's something you just never ever expect.
No,
I mean, Beverly Hills was one of the safest cities anywhere in the world.
It was known for it. It's always been known for it. It's Beverly Hills, not anymore.
No.
Look at the streets. Ever since this happened, even the surrounding neighbors that I know that own different stores here, it's like saying business has died.
Yeah, people are scared to go to restaurants now.
There's no one walking around.
Unbelievable. It really
and
is.
I noticed you're not wearing a watch I've known you for over 20 years. First time I see you not wear a watch.
I'm not wearing a watch. I haven't worn a watch in probably 4 or 5 weeks. Every watch that I own is in the bank. I don't have anything at home. That's not true. I have a G-Shock.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I told you to keep a couple of those.
Yeah, so everything that I have that's even remotely valuable is gone out of my house because this is a crazy world we're living in. And it's just so sad. It's just so sad.
A lot of my customers, same thing. They don't wear any more jewelry. Even when they come in, they want me to escort them to their cars, or they won't even come in. They're like, just bring it out to my car.
And I'm sure it's affected jewelry sales in general, right? Because people are scared to wear it. I mean, look at me. I mean, it's watches are my pride and joy.
You don't even have an earring in, I know.
I don't even have an earring in.
I didn't even know that. That's right. That I didn't notice.
Everything that I own of value is in the bank.
Yeah, I don't take anything home anymore.
Right? It's just not worth it. I've had to beef up my home security as well. I think I see that you have.
Yes.
Goodness, it's a necessary thing, right?
Listen, it's necessary. It also makes the customers feel more comfortable. We got special, I can't say exactly what, we got special windows now. It'll take them a long time to break it, or even if they can. So when this whole thing happened, I think it took a minute and 30 seconds. Cops were here about a minute afterwards. So as long as they're deterred for a couple minutes, the cops will be here. But there's been so much security now.
Yeah,
so much.
I see them everywhere. I see security literally everywhere. And
it's not every 2 minutes or every minute someone will go by. So,
do you think it's too late?
Absolutely.
And what do you think that the city is actually doing now?
So the chief of police was here, the mayor came here, the chief of police was here last week. So they've added more cameras all around Beverly Hills.
But they don't seem to stop anybody, do they?
So now they have live people, instead of just recording, there's actually live police staff or police officers actually looking at the cameras.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
So they hired a private security firm. That's why you see all the NASDAQ cars and all the security guys going up and down the street.
I know that Beverly Hills was always famous for having the fastest police response time of anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's a minute, right?
So from when I hit my hold-up alarm, I think it took maybe 2 minutes, 2.5.
Which is a long time for Beverly Hills.
I was going to say, but in reality, that's so fast.
Oh yeah,
That is so fast.
The fact that this is happening in a shorter time than that is what's so scary.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the other thing is, access. There's all these roads, they can just run, right?
Yeah,
they get in a car and drive.
Especially if it's a stolen car.
So,
which it was as well, apparently, right?
2 stolen cars. They stole one from Long Beach that they pulled up and just ran out. So 5 guys came. I showed you the video with the sledgehammers and everything. They ran around the alley. They had a getaway car in the alley, which was another stolen car.
So they had planned this out thoroughly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming in.
Door, please.
Open.
The assumption is this guy's security, but we want to double check.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's the greatest. They've got all sorts of armory on them too.
One of the idiots dropped their cell phone while smashing the window, and I have it clearly on our surveillance tape that falls right out of his pocket.
So they have so much data on that, right?
They have who takes a cell phone on a jewelry heist?
Yeah,
Their own personal cell phone, really. So I know that they got DNA off of it. The fingerprints, I know they sent a warrant to Apple to unlock it, which I think they did unlock it. So once they have that, they have all his contacts, GPS information.
They know everywhere he's been in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
past year,
So
right?
I was going to say, they will be able to track on that day where he came from
Exactly.
to get here.
They will know everything. So they probably have these people
Yeah,
already.
so there was a rumor going around that they caught one person. I called the head detective of our case to ask her. She didn't answer, but 30 seconds later, the lieutenant called me. It's like, where did you hear this from? We didn't catch anyone, but if we did, we can't tell you. It's ongoing investigation.
Wait, we didn't catch anyone, but if we did,
And there you go.
tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So what will happen to them once they're caught?
Lately, from what I hear, the DAs just, when they arrest people, they let them out in a day, 2 days, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Beyond ridiculous.
So the chief of police said, because this is such a got so much media, not just in the U.S., internationally, they're going to go heavy on these guys.
And how much worth of product did they actually take?
Retail-wise, 8 to 9 million.
Unbelievable.
And-
And what do they do with it? I mean, they have
So-
watches have serial numbers.
Even the police said probably that same day or the next day it winds up on Hill Street in the jewelry district.
Really?
Yeah, some people don't care. There's people out there that buy this kind of stuff, which
but-
they should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know though, would they?
Of course they would.
No, I'm talking about the end consumer that goes to a
Correct,
jewelry
correct,
store and buys
correct.
something,
Correct.
and it could be
And
stolen.
the watches have serial numbers, so they're gonna have to sell it to people that don't care.
That's
that
why it's
stolen.
so important to try and get papers with a watch, right?
Absolutely. And the jewelry, all they got to do, because our jewelry is all, which is a shame. All my stuff is irreplaceable. You see the kind of stuff we have. They're all antique jewelry, one of a kind. But these pieces have lasted from like 1920s, 1930s, 1890s. They're gonna get them, melt the gold or the platinum, take the
that's so
diamonds
sad.
out.
That is
Yes,
sad.
and they're gonna sell them pennies to the dollar.
Unbelievable, that is so sad. Peter, I mean, it's just good to see you safe and sound.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
obviously, you've taken a lot of precautions to.
We have.
I would say prevent it happening again,
know.
but certainly you're prepared if it happens
We also
again.
got a fogger.
What's a fogger?
So they put these strips on the ceiling. The second you hit the panic button, the whole place fills up with fog.
Like
So-
instantly?
Instantly. You can't see this much in front of you.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Everybody should have one of those,
You should
right?
get one for your house.
Yeah, I will. Everybody should get one. Who is it?
Fog USA, Cindy, what was it?
Fog USA.
Fog USA. I'll give you his number.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Because that keeps somebody there, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
They're kind of lost.
Yeah.
And it's that thick that you
Yes.
can't see?
Yeah.
I think I've seen videos of it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Really?
Like you say, you can't see your hand in front of your
Yeah.
face.
For real?
The,
Yeah,
the
I'll
whole
show you a video
So
later.
clever. That is
The,
so
the whole
clever.
point is, our door locks and everything. Of course, we have security now. But once again, the cops were here. I think a minute after this all happened. As
Right.
long as I could deter them for a couple
But
minutes.
if they were outside, that wouldn't really help.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
But
but
now they can't get through your glass.
they can't
so-
get through the glass, and we got this gentleman right here.
Yeah, I mean, they would be really kind of foolish. I mean, to even attempt it. I mean, you got a guy
Yeah.
there with whatever that thing is.
But
it's,
but even without all this stuff, I think it's a different environment here. Literally, there's not a minute goes by there's not a police or security.
no, I see that. They're absolutely
But
everywhere.
things need to change because everyone's afraid to come out. Everyone's afraid to wear their jewelry.
People are moving out of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I know.
It's just Just crazy.
Yeah.
Like I say, great to see you.
Always.
Safe and sound. I love you, man.
Always love you too,
I
man.
love you. And support Peter. If anybody needs anything, he's just gone through a tremendous,
Thank you, Michael.
traumatic event. And, you know, if you need a watch, jewelry, give Peter a call.
Thank
We'll
you.
put all his info in the description. And
One thing that was amazing, when all this happened, we got so much support from not just people here in Beverly Hills, from people all around the world, all around the US. We got flowers, gifts, food, phone calls. Kids come hug me, are you okay? Like, it's amazing the kind of support we've been getting.
well, the majority of people, I would say, are fantastic. It's just those very
Yes,
few
yeah,
bad ones
yeah.
that just spoil it for everybody.
Yeah.
And if you know any of those bad ones, do your best to turn them in. Agreed?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, we hope this was enlightening for you. Like I said, please support Peter. Remain safe. And we're in it to win it. And we'll say goodbye. See ya.